Cities and towns, they're often known for something. It becomes their identity. Green Bay, Packers, Seymour, home of the hamburger maybe?
Well, what comes to mind when you think of Rosendale? A lot of people would maybe say, yes, the speed trap, slow down. Well, tonight Fox 11 investigates, and Robert Hornacek digs into the data and found that Rosendale isn't the only place putting the brakes on speeders.
The village of Rosendale has a bit of a reputation for issuing a lot of speeding tickets. Just look at the t-shirts for sale at the local convenience store. Rosendale, just the ticket.
We have sold thousands every year. People not only in Wisconsin, but all over the U.S.
Elizabeth Crook is one of the owners of WLUK-TV. She also sits on the village board.
I think just over the years, people have realized that they must go the speed limit.
Chris Lusk of Oshkosh found that out firsthand in August.
And then I saw him turn his lights on. And I was like, okay, I really wasn't speeding.
Lusk says he was slowing down on his way into town where the speed limit drops from 45 to 30. He doesn't think he deserved a ticket.
There's a difference between enforcing the law and knowing that people aren't intentionally trying to speed through that town.
Lusk is not alone. We decided to look into the numbers to find out just how many speeding tickets Rosendale police issue. Here's what we found. We went back 5 years and found that in 2011, Rosendale police issued more than 2,000 speeding tickets. It went down a little bit each year. Note here in 2015, Rosendale police issued just over 1,100 speeding tickets, but one of the main roads in Rosendale was under construction for several months that year. Now, what does that all mean? Well, if you add it up, Rosendale police average about 1,700 speeding tickets issued every year. Green Bay, a city 100 times larger than Rosendale, they issued just over 1,500 tickets a year during that time period. We sat down with Rosendale Police Chief Kevin Verdeen to find out why Rosendale issues that many tickets.
Everyone says we only issue citations, and that's all Rosendale is known for. But we issue 800 to 900 warnings a year.
Verdeen, who has been chief since 2002, says his officers only issue a ticket if someone is going 10 or more over the speed limit. He says the village is unique. It has 2 state highways that go through a residential area, and each highway has a school.
So what do you say to people who would call Rosendale a speed trap?
I would say that my definition of a speed trap would be an officer hiding in a driveway, behind a bush, right at a change speed limit sign on the other side, waiting for somebody. And we're not doing that. We're trying to get a high visibility patrol out there to get the motorists to slow down.
Since the number of tickets issued each year has gone down slightly, Verdeen says drivers are getting the message.
We haven't changed anything in what we're doing. We're still out there patrolling.
Lusk sees it differently.
What do you think's going on there?
I think that they're basically trying to make money for the town.
Fox 11 Investigates tried to find out how much money the village has collected from speeding tickets, but village leaders say they do not have specific records for that. We can tell you that over the last 5 years, the village brought in an average of about $107,000 per year for all citations. Speeding is the most common, but the dollar figure also includes more than 3 dozen other offenses, like operating after suspension, failure to stop, and driving without insurance.
If you wouldn't speed, you wouldn't be getting a ticket.
Dwayne Siskey is the Rosendale village president.
What do you say to people who think Rosendale's just trying to do this to get money?
Oh, we do get money from it, obviously, because of the fines and everything else, but if we could reduce the speed and not write all the tickets, we'd be happy about that also.
While Rosendale is pretty well known as a place where police write a lot of speeding tickets, it's not the only small town in this area doing it. Just a few miles down the road is the town of Ripon. Over the last 5 years, town of Ripon police have issued an average of more than 1,100 speeding tickets per year. Captain Howard Stibb has been with the department for 34 years.
Can you tell us why the town has such a high number of tickets issued each year?
The reason that I feel it is people aren't paying attention to the speed that they're going.
What would you say to somebody who would call the town of Ripon a speed trap?
I would disagree with it. A speed trap, in my mind, is where signs are hidden and you drive past a billboard or something like that. We're normally parked out where a person can see us.
As for Chris Lusk, he's still trying to fight his speeding ticket in Rosendale.
What do you think the chances are that you're going to get your
fine lowered, and
Probably not very good.
are you still going to drive through Rosendale?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just going to be a little more careful?
A little more careful and make sure that I'm probably under the speed limit.
That's just fine for residents like Elizabeth Crook.
We want people to come to our town, but we want them to slow down when they go through.
So instead of getting a ticket, drivers may just get a T-shirt. For Fox 11 Investigates, I'm Robert Hornacek.
And if you'd like to look at more of that data about the number of speeding tickets that are issued by Rosendale and the surrounding communities, check it out on our website at fox11online.com and click on this story.